Hello and welcome to a new Mod Showcase episode for Farming Simulator 15. This time we present a modification that adds an electronic device to the game that is actually installed in any modern tractor today. The GPS allows machines to drive in precise lanes and more. We will show you how that works in a moment, so stay tuned. The modification GPS is installed as usual, just put the archive in the mod folder of the game. Once that is done, the mod is available in each new game and can also be used in any save game. You can use the GPS in two ways. In passive mode, it serves as a visual aid to guide a vehicle along a path, which can be adjusted to the exact width of an implement. In practice, you attach the implement, activate the GPS with Ctrl numpad 0, and switch to the graphical control panel with Ctrl numpad, comma. Now you set the width to that of the implement, set up the lane direction, and adhere to the green line which indicates the center of the lane. In active mode, the control of the vehicle can be partially transferred to the GPS. You have several options to automate the handling. Use Ctrl W to activate self-steering. The vehicle will now adhere to the green line. You can then accelerate or brake manually, or you can use cruise control to maintain the desired speed. In addition, the GPS has a field edge detector based on which the vehicle can react in two ways. The vehicle may stop automatically at the field's edge, or it activates an automatic reversal with which it will change to the next lane. With this, a work process can run almost completely automated. The GPS is activated by the shortcut Ctrl numpad 0. There's an information window and a control panel. To switch between them, use the shortcut Ctrl numpad, comma. If you hold down the control key, you can click each button with the mouse. Here is a brief overview of what the individual data and buttons on the information panel represent. We will go right into details now. The first step after activating the GPS is adjusting the working width. The computer can automatically detect the width of the attached implement. You can also readjust the values manually. Now you can align the course to the desired direction. You can use the New button to align the course along the axis of the vehicle. It is also possible to rotate the heading manually and move it until it fits your intention. In the Offset field, you can correct a deviation from the course or deliberately set one. This makes it possible to create a slight overlap of two lanes. The plus and minus buttons define the size of the deviation. Additional buttons define a reversal of the deviation to the right or left in relation to the center. As an example, we show you a plow, which's work area is not centered behind the tractor, but deviates slightly to the left or right. The lane keeps the work width of the plow in mind, while the offset keeps the tractor on the correct course to let the plow follow the lane. The automatic reversal ensures that when changing lanes, the deviation remains properly aligned. After the lane is set up properly, you can now drive along it manually or let the GPS do it. Use Ctrl W to activate automatic steering. Then activate cruise control. The GPS is able to detect the edge of the field. You can either activate the field edge stop so that the vehicle comes to a halt automatically, or activate the field edge lane change, with which the vehicle will turn and drive along the next lane. These instructions can be refined. You can set to which field margin the vehicle should react. You can also set how many lanes the GPS should skip. This allows you to specify patterns that are adapted to the turning radius of a vehicle, because not every tractor or combine can do tight corners and may skip lanes on their own. If one is satisfied with the settings, you can save them. Select a save number and give it a name. Later, when returning to the field, you can load the settings with a simple touch of a button. If you work in multiple machines on a field and the course has already been set, you can take a course from another vehicle nearby. Pressing the button will make the GPS check for the next vehicle in the vicinity and then copy a course from it. In addition, you can choose how you want to see the GPS overlays. As lines on the ground, as lines raised above plant height, or not at all. There is an option for steering wheel drivers too. The automatic steering correction of analog controllers can be disabled with this button. Another note, the optics can be changed manually. To do that, open the mod folder and find the GPS config XML file. This file is created the first time you use the mod. In the field GPS HUD you can change the size of the panels. In GPS sound you can activate or deactivate sounds, and if you want to change the colors of the lines you can do that by changing RGB values in GPS lines. The GPS is a real asset for gamers that like to drive the vehicle by themselves. It adds something that is standard in today's modern agriculture, a great addition to the game. The video description has more information and links, and don't forget to thank the modders for their work.